You've probably been told at some point that you're too intense, too cautious, or that you carry too much from your past. But here's what most people don't realize, and what psychology is only starting to fully understand: the experiences that shaped you didn't just leave wounds, they left wisdom. Today, we're talking about traumatic intelligence and the 5 quiet signs that you might have it. When you go through something painful, especially early in life, your brain doesn't just survive it, it adapts to it, permanently, intelligently. There's a concept in neuroscience called hypervigilance. It's your nervous system staying on low-level alert, scanning for threats, catching things other people miss entirely. Most people call it anxiety, but what it really is, it's a finely tuned threat detection system that most people simply don't have. Your brain also develops what researchers call heightened interoceptive awareness, a deep sensitivity to your own internal signals and the emotional undercurrents in a room. In plain language, you feel more, you notice more, you understand more. That's not a malfunction, that's traumatic intelligence. And here are 5 signs you have it. Sign number 1, you read people before they've said a word. You walk into a room and you already know who's in a bad mood, who's pretending to be fine, and who is absolutely not to be trusted before anyone's introduced themselves. That's not paranoia, that's pattern recognition, trained by necessity. You learned early that reading people wasn't just useful, it was essential, and your brain got very, very good at it. In the real world, this makes you an extraordinary judge of character. You sense tension before it explodes, you catch dishonesty that blindsides everyone else. This is a rare skill that most people spend decades trying to develop, and you already have it. Sign number 2, you think in contingencies, always. When most people are making plans, they think 1 step ahead. You're thinking 5. You've already considered what happens if it goes wrong, what the backup plan is, and what the backup plan to the backup plan is. People might call you a pessimist or an overthinker, but what's actually happening is called proactive cognitive processing. Your brain is running simulations constantly to prevent pain before it arrives. In practice, this makes you a remarkable strategist and a crisis manager. You're the person who already has the umbrella when it starts raining. You see the iceberg while everyone else is admiring the ship. Sign number 3, you have an unusually high tolerance for complexity. Life taught you early that things are rarely simple. People are contradictory. Situations are layered. Truth is rarely clean. And so your mind doesn't demand simple answers. It sits comfortably with nuance, with ambiguity, with both things can be true at once. That is a form of intellectual sophistication called dialectical thinking, the ability to hold 2 opposing ideas simultaneously without needing to collapse them into one. Most people find this deeply uncomfortable. You've been doing it your whole life. This is why people come to you when they're confused, because you don't panic in complexity, you navigate it. Sign number 4, you feel empathy so deeply it sometimes hurts. You don't just understand when someone is hurting, you feel it. Someone tells you a story and you're not just listening, you're inside it. You absorb emotion like a sponge, and sometimes you wish you didn't. But here's the reframe. What you're experiencing is somatic empathy, a form of emotional intelligence so advanced that your body physically responds to the emotional reality of others. This is vanishingly rare. It makes you an exceptional friend, counselor, and leader. People feel genuinely safe with you because they know you actually get it. In a world full of people half listening, you are one of the few who is truly, completely present. Sign 5, you have a fierce, unshakable inner moral compass. You know what injustice feels like in your bones, and because of that, you have absolutely no tolerance for it. You don't need someone to tell you something is wrong. You already know, and you'll say so, even when it's uncomfortable. Psychologists call this a crystallized value system, a moral framework forged under pressure rather than inherited passively. Your values weren't handed to you, you earned them. This makes you the person in the room who says the thing nobody else will, the one who stands up, the one people quietly point to and think, I wish I had the courage to be like them. So tell me, which one of these 5 signs hit closest to home for you? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if this video made you feel understood, even a little, consider subscribing.